Hello there, Uncle Rusty here. Welcome back to Society Sunlit Valley. I have been busy with the project, and the project is still not done. As you can see, there's still a lot to do. And before you ask me why I'm filling it up, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Now, the reason I'm doing this is I have set aside just this little area around here to display what we're going to do. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to milk up our animals because we need to do that. I was going to sort that little problem out there. And what I plan to do is we're going to start our fish pond empire. Now, many of you like the fish ponds, and fish ponds are great for getting particular types of resources in Society Sunlit Valley that would otherwise be considered hard to get, i.e. batteries. Now, we are in midwinter day 7, so we are starting to approach the halfway point, or a little bit further along the way with the halfway point of winter year 1. Now, I have got quite a bit of crops growing here, so I'm pretty much very happy about that. And that is going to considerably increase our wealth for the time being. Now, we did get tobacco leaf, which is great. I don't know what actually it has any use for, in all honesty. Why did I put torches in there? Other than some of the teas you need to make, but we've made a lot of money. And I do mean a lot of money. I have almost 2 stacks of iridium coins worth of money. And that is all because of one little artisan thing called double output. Now, double output is obviously absolutely broken, as you can see. And we are making a lot of money doing that. Now, the other thing that I want to do with this project is to build a deluxe barn so we can get that up and going, so we can get more cows and the like. Now, what I want to go get is a moo bloom. And I am going to dedicate maybe like one episode to traveling. I want to see, you guys still have got feed, so that's fine by me. And the idea with this is moo blooms also make a lot of money, as many of you have suggested in the comment section that we should be able to get or look for at least a moo bloom. These should be up in the flowery field, so we are going to go on a journey and look for flowery fields eventually. But today I'm going to focus on getting as many fish ponds up as possible. Now, fish ponds are not too particularly difficult to make. However, they do require quite a few resources to make. And one of them is river fish jelly. Now, because we need the river fish jelly from a whole bunch of other stuff, I want to ensure that once we get the river fish jelly, that it just works. That's really all we want, that it just works. So let's get our milk going. And as you can see, we don't have enough milk here to sort this problem. So I will eventually run into a point where I don't have enough milk to satisfy all of my cheese presses, which is not the worst thing in the world, but also can be a pain for later on. So that's why we want the deluxe barn, to get more animals and the like. Now, what I could do is, I don't want my animals too particularly cramped up, in all honesty. That's why I want the deluxe barn. And we want to get other types of spawn eggs as well, because those spawn eggs are going to help us as well. So now that we've got that sorted, let's go to our fishing quest, because we want to use the particular tackle. And what we want to do is we want to make a tackle box, which we can just simply buy from the fisher. Now, the tackle box allows you to use the other types of tackles, such as the jelly hook. So I'm going to get me a tackle box, if I can find it. One tackle box, boom. And I kind of want a worm farm as well. But if you open the tackle box and you put that there, there's the hook. And now we have the jelly hook as well. Now, the other thing you can add on this is worm bait and a string. So this is why you need the tackle box, because the tackle box is actually essential for applying other things to your rod. So we managed to get the tackle box done. We can buy worms, so let's just do that. I'm just going to go straight up from the fisher. That's not the fisher. And I'm just going to buy worms. And what I'm actually going to do is, let me buy like a stack here. A stack plus, I suppose. Now, we could buy the fish pond straight up, but it's like 32,000 gold, and really all you need is river fish jelly and a whole bunch of other stuff. But I'm going to show you what we need to do here. The worm farm, you can also just buy from the fisher. So let's just wrap all the fishing stuff up that we need. So worm farm, buy one of those. Boom, we have a worm farm as well. game. Thank you very much. And the worm farm, any compostable material. So, I'm going to put this in here, although this would be real gross. So I kind of want to make like a little fishing thing. Any compostable stuff. I was kind of not hoping that was going to wiggle, in all honesty. Really was hoping that was not going to wiggle. So we're going to put that there, put this in there, put the worms in there. You can only put one worm at a time, which I find, you know, a pain in the, you know, the rear. Now we do have that infinity worm. Let me just see. Infinity worm. Even use on a deluxe worm farm to let it work without inputs. So we want, look at that. Boom. More worms. Now you can take these worms, crush them, and make crab bait. So that's really what you can use this for later on. Now we want a deluxe worm farm eventually, which is this one. So how do we make this? Let's make the deluxe worm farm. And because we've got the infinity worm, we essentially have no input needed. So what do we need? We need 4 blocks of zinc, 2 blocks of pearl, 1 aquamarine, 1 neptunium ingot. This is pretty expensive, but we have enough blocks of pearl. I also need zinc, which we have a lot of, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get 4 blocks out here. Oh, man. I'm like 2 off. 2 off. So let's go zinc. I'm just going to grab... You know what? I'm just going to grab a stack. Why not? We might need to go get more zinc eventually, but for now, not too particularly worried. Put half in there, put half in there. And then I just want to grab 1 more from there and 1 more from there. Boom, bam. Done. And then we need an aquamarine and a neptunium ingot. So let's go grab those. Aquamarine. I only need 1. Thank you. And neptunium ingot, which I only have 1 of, which is a little bit of a problem. Not going to lie to you. We need more of that, but that's where fishing comes in. So spend the time to fish. And now what we do is worm bait. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 1. Boom. Deluxe worm farm. Now, let's go get our infinity worm. Just like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, put this here. Just like so. And then take the infinity worm. Bam. Now, I don't believe we need input. There we go. You just right click. And now we will make deluxe crab bait. And that's fantastic. It's really what we want. Look at that. Look at it do its thing. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cool. We now have that. And we've got some deluxe crab bait. We can put that in. Currently making deluxe crab bait. And now we have deluxe crab bait. Where are you at? So, we can also make a bait maker. But I don't have enough neptunium ingots or sunlit pearl. We need 1 of each of this. But a bait maker is going to help for our fish ponds. So, catches fish in any season or location. This right here is so good. Because if we can find Neptuna, we can catch any fish in any season in any location. So like in the case of our world, where we are majority just ocean world, as you can see, which kind of bones us over, we can farm that and catch every single fish we need, which will open up one of the achievements you need to do, but also helps out with your fish farm, which is what we're going to be doing. Now, we in particular want hatchet fish. Hatchet fish are really good. All right, so don't drown me. Thank you. I'm going to grab these, put that bait in there, and then put that in there, and then I'm just going to, you know what, half of this. Boom. And there we go. Not that we really need the bait ourselves, because the fishing, I don't think bait is really honestly required for a lot of the fish you need to catch. But maybe for like stuff like legendary fish, which I don't know if the modpack actually provides, much like in Stardew Valley. Regardless, we have sorted out many of our things. Now, what we need to do is we want to make this fish pond. Now, we need river jelly, 2 pearls, a wooden bucket, neptunium ingots. Those are the important things. But what I'm going to do now is I want to try and farm up as much river jelly as possible, because I want to at least get a good 9 ponds, if not more. And with that being done, we are going to make quite a bit of money. Now, I have luckily found a river biome, or just a river section, where we can farm. Now, someone gave me a great idea here. where if you place torches near the ice, the torches will melt the ice away. Now, if I can remember where I put those, I think it's down here. Hello, rain? Was it this way? Where did I put my stuff? I don't remember. I know I put torches down. I know for a fact I put torches down for that. I do believe it is here. Unless my brain really is not working the way it should today. Nah, here we go. It's a little bit far. It is a little bit far, but you can see just this little area is all we need. Now, I have put on the river jelly hook as well. So we should not only get treasures, but a lot more river jelly as well. And treasures are going to be super important because we need the Neptunium ingots. So always remember that. It's going to be really very much worth your time and effort to do that. And as you can see, we are going to get a lot of resources doing this. And because we've got like Luck of the Ocean 3 or 4. No, what is VI? VI is like 6. So Luck of the Ocean 6 is ridiculous. Now, the benefit that we have with doing what we're doing right now is twofold. Because one, we're getting treasures, which is great. We're looking for one specific treasure in particular, which is our treasure chests. But if we don't get them, again, not the worst thing in the world, but we definitely want Neptunium. So if you're gonna spend time doing this, you may want to ensure that you are farming up quite a bit for fishing. Luckily, this is going to benefit us in the future as well, because we get the beautiful thing of prismatic shards eventually, once we up and up all those beautiful green chests, which is what we want. Because prismatic shards are going to be needed for many of the late game stuff. Many of the late game stuff. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we try and get as much river jelly. Now, I haven't gotten any river jelly despite having this jelly hook. So I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like I've been scammed. In quite honesty, I feel like I've been scammed. But this is a matter of patience. And you can't really buy river jelly because, number one, it's ludicrously expensive to buy one piece of river jelly. So you're much better spending your time fishing. You have no downside to this because, one, you make quite a bit of money doing it. Two, you increase your luck and everything else efficient on your fishing rod as well. And the other thing is we get treasures and a whole bunch of other stuff from this. So you really, really, really just want to take much advantage of this as possible. Now, I just want to see. I got carp. Carp should be a river fish. I'm not seeing any ocean fish. There you go. 2 times Neptune's bounty. Look at that. Look at that. That's year-round, year-round, year-round. So this is very much year-round. I kind of want to just make sure I'm in the river for this because we do need river jelly. There we go. Another river jelly. That's 2 out of 9. Now, I'm not going to fish all 9 right now, but I want to fish up enough resources so that we can make 1 or 2 of these. Now, if we can get to that point where we can fish up any fish in the game at any season, we want to particularly get hatchet fish because hatchet fish give us a chance to get batteries. Now, there's a lot of fish in the game that you want. Oh my goodness. We got the duality fish. Look at that. So if I look at our fish tank and we go to river fish, there's the duality fish. Done. There you go. There's another one done. Or the duality damsel fish, whatever they want to call it. So you can always see what fish is going to give you in the fish pond. And with that, you can then decide what the best fish pond will be because you get fish roe from it. And roe you'll need for a whole bunch of other stuff as well. So this is absolutely needed. If you don't want to go down this path, you don't have to. I personally feel that the first row in upgrades for the fish is much better than the second one because of the amount of treasures you can get. You can farm up prismatic shards that way. Now, you don't have to do this because the row option is also very, very, very profitable for you. So it really does depend on what you feel like would be your playstyle. For me personally, I like having prismatic shards. I like shiny things. That's the way I feel about it. I like the shinies. Okay, I don't know if anyone else likes shinies. I like shinies. So the shinier it is for me, the better. But for now, we want, if I can at least get 3 river jellies, then I'll be happy. Then we can go and make 3 fish ponds so long so that you guys can start your fishing empire. And boom, there we go. 3 river jellies. Now, we do need to get Neptunium ingots from these. So there's 1, and there's a nice wet weekly, so that's a free little bit of 1,000 experience there for you, and there's another one. I do believe we need one more. Let me just see here what the fish pond requires. So let's go to our fishing. It requires 1. So I think what I'm going to do is let me fish up one more treasure just so that I have enough. Just so that we have enough. You know, you can never be too careful. You know what I mean? Never ever be too careful when you're playing this mod pack. This mod pack, oh man. This mod pack is amazing. I love this mod pack so much. I really do. I love this mod pack. This mod pack is just so much fun to play. And really does just give you a whole lot to do, you know? Sometimes I find with like vanilla Minecraft, once you've done everything you need to do, then you go over to mods. And a lot of the mods are adventure based. This just feels like a relaxing time. Chilling with your family, chilling with your friends, playing Uno or Monopoly. Maybe not those two games in particular. I wouldn't call those chill. But you know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. You know that at this point, all we're doing is just having a good time playing the game. If you can just give me a Neptune's bounty, I will kiss you forever. This is definitely a very straggly fish. Don't know what this is, but a little bit of a problem, but not too much. What is this? Oh, another damselfish. Okay, not bad. We just want one more treasure. Give it to me. I have luck of the ocean and everything. Just give me the treasure I seek. Give me my Neptune's bounty. And again, we are fishing up experience so that we can get to the final thing. So eventually, you are just going to have to sit and fish at one point or another to get that fishing experience. So if you do feel like fishing is a little bit boring and not your pace, if you want to 100% this mod pack, you are going to have to try and find it. Now, you can obviously disable this minigame. You don't have to have the Stardew Valley level fishing. It's all up to you how you want to play this. Can you just give me what I ask for, please? I don't ask for much. Just give me what I want. One Neptune's bounty. That's all I ask. And it better be one with a Neptunium ingot, not just a whole bunch of messages in the bottle. Do I look like I'm in the mood for messages in the bottle? You see this? This is a waste. Stupid. Don't care about his message. How'd you get yourself stuck on that island anyway, nerd? Okay, perfect. This is another damselfish. And eventually, when you've fished up enough, you will understand, ooh, there's more river jelly. That was 2. I might get my 9 before I get my treasures. What is this? Oi! What is this luck? Where's my treasures, game? Why you not give me my treasures? Look, we're catching fish at an alarming rate. So, now, the other thing I want to do is I do want to upgrade our shipping bin. Because we're going to start running into the problem of having too much to ship. And having too much to ship, we have to wait for the next day for it to ship. Now, an advanced shipping bin gives you the ability to ship every hour instead of every day. Now, we are going to upgrade that once I can just find one more treasure. If the game would just give me my treasure, you know what you know what I mean, okay? You know exactly what I mean. Okay, perfect. What you got for me? Come on. That's not the treasure I wanted. You're giving me treasure, but you're not giving me the one I need. I need the Neptunium treasures, please. Don't. This is Neptuna. I can already see it. And we want to save our Neptuna, by the way, because if we can get Neptuna bait, we essentially can fish up every fish in the game. So from now on, if you are doing this and you are struggling to find all of your fish, save your Neptuna so you can turn it into bait. And with that bait, you can fish up every fish in the game. Alright? So there's Uncle Rusty's advice today. If you ain't going to do that, I can't help you. I want that treasure, so I'm going to go for it. This is the damselfish. So I'm just going to leave my rod down there. Never mind. It actually did other things. What is this? Can you stop, please? Thank you. And you still didn't give me what I wanted. Okay. Well, that's fine by me. We'll just use our last ingot. It's fine. It's not like I'm mad or anything. You know, it's not like I have a whole list of objectives to complete. No, don't worry, game. I'll do what you want me to do. Trust me. I will do what you want me to do. Me? Defy your logic? Come on. Who do you take me for? Alright, perfect. So, we didn't get what we wanted, but we got a lot of what we needed. Now, I am going to start putting my Neptuna away because we do want to make the bait maker. And that's why I kind of wanted another treasure so we can make the bait maker, so we can start catching all the other fish we've missed. Because we did indeed miss quite a bit of fish. That's because I was busy with everything else. I know that sounds like an excuse. And it probably is, in all honesty. But you know what? I'm allowed to make excuses because I'm me. Okay? When you get to this point in your farm, then you can make excuses too. That's the rule. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Perfect. Let's just put everything away. You go in there. You go in there. I still don't know what to do with that. The riverfish jelly I want to keep. And then let's open these up and see what we get. Why not? Oh my gosh! Oh my word, this is huge. This is actually huge. We got a sniffer, people. We got a sniffer. We got a sniffer egg. Oh my goodness. Now I can make a century egg. That does not look like fun. 360 minutes in a fermenting jar. Absorption 3. Resistance 3. Regeneration 3. Nourishment. Absorption 3. Resistance for 30 seconds. 100%. Oh. Okay, anyway. Mayonnaise machine. Sniffer mayonnaise. 1,350. And we need this. We need this. Now, I wonder... Oh. I don't have a sniffer spawner, so I don't know if I right-click it, if it's going to do what I need it to do. Because this is not a spawner. Let's just see here. Sniffer. Yeah, this is not a spawn crate. We need the spawn crate. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to put this in our mayonnaise maker because we actually do need it for something here. We do. We do actually need this. So that was actually a really baller find. That was a baller find. Damn. I didn't think we'd actually get that. I didn't know that was in the loot pool for that. Alright, so we also got another, not Neptunium. We got an Iridium coin, which is absolutely wonderful. And let me go and put everything away. Now, we do have this little pearl, which I want to keep because we do need this pearl. I did see the crab bait, so let me just grab that crab bait. I'm just going to put that away. And then we need this pearl. Now, do I have the jellies? Jelly. Yes, I do. So we need one of these and one of these. No, wait. Wasn't the Sunlit Pearl made for that? Hold on. Bait maker. Sunlit Pearl. Yeah, no, we don't need the jellies, actually. I'm a liar, and I apologize. So, to make the bait maker, we need 2 Neptunium ingots, 1 seed maker, and 3 of those. I kind of don't want to use my Neptunium ingots, though. I don't want. Okay, it's fine. You know what? We can always fish up more, okay? We can always fish up more. So, we need to make a seed maker. So let's make a seed maker. Seed maker. And a seed maker requires 3 blocks of gold, 2 pine tar, composter, and earth crystal. So, earth crystal, 1 gold, 3 blocks of gold, which I can easily make at this point. 1, 2, 3. And we need a composter, which I don't think I have. Compost. Oh, I do. I have 6 of those. Never mind. Why do I have 6 composters? Anyway, 2 of those. Oh, we also need a pine tar. That's right. Pine tar, which I have an actual ridiculous amount of. Also, while I'm at this, not quality bundle, but in our crafts room, if I check our fermenters, there's a bundle here with it. There, artisan bundle. Find a friggin' leaf. Let's get that out the way. Just get it out the way. Okay, there we go. 3 of those. 1, and then 1, 2. There we go. There's our seed maker. Bam. Put our pine tar away. Now we need the bait maker. Here. No, here. Bait maker. 2 Neptunian ingots. Zinc ingots, which I know we've been smelting. So let's go get those. Look at that. Easy. Easy deluxe crab bait, baby. Easy. Alright, so. We go there. There. There, and what was the other thing we needed? Sunlit Pearl. Bam, you now have a bait maker. Bullseye, look at that. Bait maker. Now, this is where the other stuff comes into play. So, what I want to do is let's just put all this away. Kind of need the worms, but let's get our Neptunia. Or Neptuna, that's actually what it's called. And we stick it in the bait maker. This is going to make the bait we need to catch every fish in the game. That is what we need. Bullseye. We've got Neptuna bait. Now what you can do with this is you can put it on there. Neptuna bait. Or not. What the? How am I supposed to use this? Oh. Is this for crab bait? Oh my gosh. It's all for crab pots. I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay, well, you know. I suppose that's what I get. Now, that is where crab pots come in handy real nice. And what I kind of want to do, I don't know if it'll work. But I want to give it a shot. Right? Hear me out here. Hear me out here. What if we made a little pond in our backyard? Okay? I don't know if it'll work. You guys can confirm. But what if we made a pond in our backyard purely for crab bait? And we do the thing with the crab bait. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section how you feel about that. But I wonder if it'll work that way. Just to abuse Minecraft a little bit that way. Not abuse, that's the wrong word, but you know. Use the mechanics that the game wants us to use. And maybe, just maybe, go that way. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section what you think. Because it's actually pretty crucial. Now we need that sniffer mayonnaise for our bundle. What the hell? Why are you here? Okay. There. Oh, the golden egg. The golden goose egg, baby. So much money. In there. Sniffer egg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. And we'll put these away. We have a lot of duck mayonnaise that can be made. So we are definitely, you know, in a very good position for all of that. What else did I need on that artisan thing? There was definitely a couple of stuff in that crafts room that we could probably knock out. Let's see. We've done that. We still need a choice item. We need oolong tea. We need a tea kettle and dried oolong. So where am I supposed to find oolong? Dried green tea and dried black tea. Block drops. Where am I supposed to find? You let me know where I can find oolong leaves, please. And this is something I can buy from one of these chaps. Now we have a lot of dragon fruit, which is nice. This is about the only fruit that seems to grow in winter. And the nice thing with dragon fruit is what you can do is you can go to your tiki bar and you can make a couple of drinks with this. I'm going to show you how exactly we do that. And it's just a lot more for like food purposes, but you do need to, again, use everything at your disposal to 100% the game. That is still going. And what I'm going to do is, let me just put these away for now. We've milked up everything we can do. That's making bait. So let's go to our crab pots. And then I want to start getting busy with our fishing ponds. Now what we could do is, because it is winter and it's going to ruin everything we know and love, we'll need to place torches on the sides of the fish pond so that it does not freeze over. And that you can basically do with all of your fish ponds. But I'm going to show you how to make a fish pond and how beneficial these things can be later on for you. So let's see in here. How nice. And then with this Neptuna bait, I think I already like put in stuff here. So I'm just going to break this just so that this thing can do what it needs to do. There we go. Put that in there. And the Neptuna bait is going to catch us some of the fish out of season. So this is where crab pots come in real hand. So make sure that you get at least a lot of bait, that you don't have to worry too much about it. But we have essentially every single bit of thing we need to make here to make this a success. Now, the next thing we do is that fish pond. So fish pond works a bit weirdly, and I'm going to show you how it works. Number one, we need water. And I think we need a couple of buckets of water so I don't have to go back and forth with this nonsense. So what I'm going to do is let me make a few buckets. Let me just see if I actually have buckets. We need these wooden buckets. That's what we need. And then we need another bucket here. And I think for now, I'm just going to make 2 fish ponds. So how do you make a fish pond? Let's open it up. We go. Fish pond. So you need 2 pearls, 2 oak resins, and 2 of those, and 1 of those. So let's go with our Neptunium ingots. We're only capable of making 2 of these, so it's fine. We need pearls. That's not how you spell pearl. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Then what else did I need? I forget. I know it was like just now, but you know, pearl, bucket, and then oak resin. So let's go with the oak resin. And luckily, I have enough of that. But we're definitely going to need more of this. We are. So, river jelly, buckets, pearls, there, and there. Bam! We definitely need more oak resin. 1,000,000% we need more oak resin. So, I want to get some wood. So, I'm just going to take some of this oak log. And I'm going to show you guys what we need to do. So, how a fish pond works. You need a 3 by 4. So, in the middle, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know how to do it. Water/lava. You can do this with lava as well. A fish pond can be done with lava. What do we get? A perch. You give me a perch? I don't even think that's one of the fish I need. That's a gar, beaked herring, piranha. No. 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 You lied to me. You lied to me. Alright, so. This is what I'm going to make out of wood, but eventually we do want some lava going here. So what I'm going to do is, I want it in line with my building, and I think we'll go here. So 1, 2, and you take your fish pond. 1, 2, and then, hold on, I just need to make sure I'm doing this correctly. So I don't, you know, goof it up. So 1, 2, fish maker, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. And then what I'm going to do, I hate that so much. Why would you do it that way? Thank you. I just want to make this look a little pretty, you know? Just a wee bit pretty. Just like this. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Then, let's get some torches up so that the, you know, the snow don't do snow things. 1 in the middle. 1 in the middle. Snow, get out of here. Then, let's go get some water and fill up our fish pond. And we're going to do this as our fishing empire eventually. Now, we want a hatchet fish, in all honesty. We do. Because the hatchet fish is great for batteries. Now, hatchet fish, I believe, is only in autumn. So we're hoping that the crab pots come through in the clutch for us. I don't know if that's going to happen. But, you know, I suppose we figure it out. Put you there. We're going to need more water, I think. So let's go get that done. We're going to need quite a bit of water for this. So be prepared. But as you can see, if we can get a nice, good old fishing empire going on, you can essentially farm up quite a bit of materials as well as fishing roe, which you need for stuff later on. And that really is going to set you up for a good old time eventually. Yes. Dude. So many buckets of water needed for this thing. But it's worth it. It's worth it. Believe me, this all is worth it for you. 1. Okay, 2. There we go. So this whole back and forth thing eventually will stop because I'll move the fish pond like over here somewhere. But I am pretty curious. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm genuinely curious. Alright, perfect. So you need essentially 5 buckets of water to sort this out. Now, it will tell you if it's empty and if it's not working. So right click on it and it will tell you. Now, if you press U on this, it should show you what it drops in the loot table. You can see here, we don't really want a perch because I don't particularly want a clock, in all honesty. It's more for furniture. So if you want to find the very best for your fishing, you'll have to try and catch a couple of fish, press U so you can find the uses for it, go to the fishing pond area and it will tell you what kind of fish you want. Otherwise, if we go to fish pond, okay, what fishing pond, what are you called? Farming fish, a fish pond. Okay, so uses. Here you can find all the uses for all of your fish. So in this case, Atlantic herring, aqua magical dust is really well needed for pristine quality fertilizer. So if you want to do that, you can. You absolutely can. I kind of want to go back now. This is the one interface. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I'm pretty sure there must be a way. So you can see here, the blue gill gives us a chance for a book, but you need like 10 plus. So some of these are just not worth your time and effort. There's oh my goodness, what's wrong with me? So we're trying to find something with worth a lot for us. Now, small mouth bass can give us blocks of experience. So if you really need the experience, you can do that. There's a stone hand, which used on a preserved jar decreases input by 2. Now that right there, if you don't need, currently a preserved jar requires 5 of everything. If you do that, now it requires 3. So this might be worth our time and effort. This is all mirrors, jellyfish necklace, hurts nearby animals when worn. Do not do that. Here we go. A rainbow trout. We want a prismatic shard for. Now you can get a dash panel from this, but we want this. So if we can find a rainbow trout in winter, that would be freaking fantastic. There's some coconuts here. Agar gives us a cash register. Agar we want because we will find ancient fruit seeds. And I want to keep this here. We want that. Ancient fruit seeds are ridiculously hard to come by. There's tambaqui, Atlantic cod. We get like typewriters. So there's a lot of fish we want for stuff. There you go. If you want diamond, just go grab some tuna, man. We also want to find a biad because of the relic troves. Relic troves we really want. This fish gives us jade, but we don't really need jade at this point. There's a star shell turtlefish, and it gives us star fruit. There's a mushroom fish, a red shroomer. We want the capitane for the prize ticket, so there's a lot of fish we can go for. Pacific halibut, we want it for the batteries. This fish is what I want. But a goldfish in summer, look at that, golden eggs. So this truly is where you can make a lot of materials happen. Now, you can see there are 19 uses of fish. And I think we want to make 19 fish farms. So, the very first fish I'm going to do, I know a perch doesn't give us much, but let's start our fish farm. Bam. There you go, buddy. There you go. Now we have perches. So, I'm going to leave one space. 1, 2. There. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure that they're all correct. And eventually what I'm going to do is, I think we'll put signs up so that we know which fish is which. But I think let's make all 19 fish ponds. And I know what you're thinking, but Uncle Rusty, that's crazy. That's madness. How can you do this? What madness spurs you on to do these things? Guess what? It is my love for you all. Alright? You may not think it, but it's my love for you all. Alright? So I will do this for you. 19 fish ponds, you kidding me? I will do this for you. You will love it. Alright? Maybe you won't love it because this is a very tedious process. It requires a lot of fishing. But this is a very good way of getting items that you might not find in the world, such as ancient fruit seeds. And all you have to do is look for the bare necessities. The simple bare necessities. Alright? That's all you need to do. So let's wrap up this fish pond. Then I want to go and fish for one fish. And I think we're going to try for a Pacific halibut because we do have ocean. So I'm going to go for it and I'm going to try and get that fish. If I can get that fish now, I'll be a happy boy. I'm not going to lie to you. There we go. Perfect. So let's head over to our fishing pond. I don't think I have any bait on me, so that's fine. And what I might do is I might do this off camera, but you let me know if you want to see the grind for the fish ponds. Is I might just do this off camera and have already made... What the... Hold on, where's my fishing rod? That's not good. Where's my rod? I either put it in one of the chests or you can't sell the rod, so that cannot happen. Where's my fishing rod? I was about to go and get a fish, and now my fishing rod has disappeared. What is wrong with me? It's not here. Ow. My feet. Rod. Okay. Where's my fishing rod? I'm legitimately worried. I'm going to put the wood away. Where's my fishing rod? Not in here. I see my lava fishing rod. I don't see my fishing rod. What is this madness? Hello? Where's my fishing rod? Huh? There's only 3 places it could be. Thank you for my jade. But, hello? Fish... Wait a minute. Did I leave it in here? Yes, I did. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Everyone calm down. Don't panic. I was panicked. Stop panicking. Everyone just stop panicking. Okay, we found it. We found it. For a moment there, I thought all was lost. I was going to have to do this all over again. Perfectly fine. The fishing rod is found. Stop panicking. Alright? I only get to panic. You got to be level-headed. You need to keep me level-headed. Okay? Thank you for telling me to stop panicking. It was real useful. Alright, perfect. So, let's see here. Did you do a thing? Did you do a thing? Okay, it's still busy. Actually, you know what? You give me this because you seem to be having issues. No. Stop it. Okay, put that in there. We got some furniture, so that's fine. Not the worst thing in the world. That's still going. So I'm going to let that. There's some of that beautiful dust. Oh, yay. Okay, cool. So, we are looking for a Pacific halibut. So if we can find one of those, I'll be happy. I will. I'll be happy. This might be Neptuna, actually, which I'm not mad about because we need the Neptuna. I wonder if Neptuna has any uses in the fish pond, actually. Oh! A triple twirl plico. Okay. Oh my goodness. Void steel ingot. What do we actually use this for? This doesn't look like we use it for anything, in all honesty. So, you know, I'd like to know what you are actually used for. Well, it gives us ender pearls, I suppose. So, you know. Okay, sure. That's a fish I've never seen before in my life, but add it to our list of fish we caught. And here you go. Okay, perfect. Grab that treasure. If I can find a Pacific halibut, I'll be happy. We got ocean jelly and a blackfish, so not bad. I'm just going to fish for a little bit, see what we get here. Did it do a thing? No, I didn't. We need the ocean jelly. We do. We do actually need the ocean jelly. So, the more we farm that up, the better. Come on. Give me what I want. We're in the ocean. That's Atlantic herring. Not what I want. What you got? Ah, blackfish roe. Not what we want. The roe is fine. We just sell the stuff. Remember, 19. There's 19 fishies. Oh, well, 19 farms that we could do. So, I might just make a whole empire of this. It's not 19 fish. That was 19 pages of fish. 19 pages of fish. You give Aqua magical dust, so you know what? We'll use you. There we go. Atlantic herring. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. I'm going to stick you in there. Real good. And that is the start of your fish roe empire, everybody. I hope that was insightful. And I think like I said, what I might do is I might do 19 pages of this. Okay. No, but I put you in here, didn't I? And now, what now? Do I just chuck you in here? What do I do? I forget what I'm supposed to do. I don't think that's what it's supposed to do, in all honesty. Zero. I suppose they'll eventually do their thing. Because this one disappeared. If I did it wrong, please let me know. 0 out of 3. I think you're supposed to control click or alt click or shift click, something like that. I can't remember actually how you put the fish in here. Hold on. What does it say here? Let's see. That's all fine and well, but you're not telling me what to do here. Neptunium block for a fish finder. Good gracious. How do I do the fish pond thing? I'm pretty sure that they're already in here, but I want to be 100% sure before we end this episode. There we go. Okay, no, so they do their thing. Never mind. They do their thing. I was impatient. So the roe you can use in a preserves jar for aged roe, and that will give you quite a bit of cash. And that's all the time I have for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. If you did, please do consider leaving a like, subscribing for more Society Sunlit Valley. I hope that this has been a fun series for you to enjoy, because I've had a great time with it. And until next time, Uncle Rusty says, don't be fishy. I don't know. I downloaded a lot of mods. I even prepared a thumbnail for those mods, and all of that just went down south.